I'm going to start by changing this material of this lab room interior. So it's going to apply to the other room as well because it's just one object. So I'm going to click on it. Then I'm going to go to this material properties. Then I'm going to scroll down. You see, it's looking quite like it's not looking rough, it's looking sharp. So I'm going to reduce this spectacular and increase the roughness because this is a brick, it should look kind of rough. So I think this is okay. So you can reduce this sheen tint as well. So I think this is okay. So let's add light to this scene. I'm going to bring the 3D cursor somewhere here, then shift A, then I'm going to go to light and import some area light. So I'm just going to G in Y direction and bring it into the scene. So this is what I'm going to do. I want to make it rest on this building. Let me change this on this building. So I'm going to be using something here. I'm just going to click here, then I'm going to click on face. So I'm just going to press G like while holding the light, like while I'm still active on the light. I'm going to put my cursor like this mouse. I'm going to put it on the building, then I'm going to select G Y, then I'm going to select control. So it's going to be right on the building. So I'm going to be doing the same thing for the roof as well. So I'm going to bring my mouse here. I'm not pressing anything, just bringing the mouse here. Then while the light is still active, like I'm still working on the light, so G, Z, and then control. So it's going to move up. Now that's bad. I need to move it down a little. So G, Z, let's bring it down a little. So I think this is great. I'm going to be using on like, let's use 100. 100 is quite too much. Let's use 50, and I'm going to change this into cream. So I'm just going to duplicate this. So let's duplicate it twice. I'm going to bring this close. So G, X, bring it here, then Shift D. Do I duplicate that? Let me see. Okay. Shift D, then G, X, bring it somewhere here. And then Shift D again, G, X, bring it somewhere here. So I think this is great. I'm just going to copy this light, this blue light I added there. So I'm going to press Shift D, then G in Y axis, bring it here. So I'm just going to rotate this in Z direction. So R, Z. Then let's put it into the scene. I think I should rotate it in Y direction, R, Y, Y. And let's bring it a little bit up. There, so I'm just going to move this randomly. So R, O, G. So I'm going to bring it somewhere here. So let's go into the scene. So I'm going to wait for the samples if I'm going to light this scene. So I think I'm going to increase this light. Let's increase its power to 100 watts. then let's wait for it to sample out. Okay, I think this is great. I'm just going to copy this again, shift D for duplicate, then G, and then we need to move it in X axis. Then I'm going to rotate it in G axis, in Z axis. So R Z. Then let's bring it somewhere like this. So let's wait for the samples. So this is actually great. So I'm just going to save this. Yeah, this scene is great. So Ctrl S to save,